my name's Jennifer and I'm from Texas, and I'm going to be making a really great Thai-inspired gnocchi for you. It's called Thai gnocchi with an Asian sesame cream sauce, and it combines Philadelphia cream cheese, which makes the perfect sauce, and also Kraft Asian toasted sesame dressing, which really gives it a nice, deep, rich Asian flavor. It is fantastic. You're going to love it. Let's get started. Here's the list of ingredients for our Thai gnocchi. We're first going to start with one large sweet potato and one large russet potato. Then we're going to add in 2 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. We're also going to add the toasted Asian sesame dressing to give it that really great Asian flavor. We're going to add some ginger and some garlic, and then we're going to add some lemon juice and some lime juice and also the zest to that as well. We're going to combine it all with the flour, and then the binder is going to be the egg. And then for the actual cream sauce, we're going to use this great coconut milk, and also use the same ingredients because I love to mirror the main ingredients with the sauce, and it really pulls it together beautifully. We're going to get started making the batter for the gnocchi, and it's going to combine 1 large russet potato and 1 large sweet potato. And I'm just getting these ready to put in the microwave. I really like this because the microwave does all the work for you. You don't have to bake it or anything. I would just put it in the microwave and use your potato setting on your microwave to do all the work. Okay, I'm going to get started with my ingredients for the cream sauce. And the secret ingredient in this whole sauce is actually using the Asian toasted sesame dressing. And this really gives it that wonderful flavor of soy sauce, sesame, ginger, garlic, vinegar. It's perfect. Okay, right now we have completed our creamy base, and what we're going to do with this a little bit later is we're going to add this to the heated coconut milk, and this is just going to blend in perfectly. It's going to make a perfect sauce. And so I like just to let the food processor do all the work and get it ready. And this is about the consistency that you're going to want it. It's going to be thicker because we're going to add it to the coconut milk, but also this makes a delicious dip. If you were entertaining and you wanted to get this ready ahead of time, you could set some aside and maybe do some cucumber, some sliced cucumber, and also some cucumber, some red bell pepper, you know, whatever you have, and that could be your appetizer. Okay, we're ready to do the filling for our gnocchi, and I've already got the skins off of my potatoes, and we're just going to basically just quarter them because the food processor is going to do the work for us. Okay, now we've got our gnocchi base. It is basically kind of a thick batter at this point, and now we're going to add the star ingredient, which is the Philadelphia cream cheese. And it's really going to make this gnocchi light and fluffy and creamy. It's just going to be delicious. You can also go ahead and, you know, you always want to taste, and we're going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper as well, and just a couple of rounds with a grinder, or just, you know, a couple of teaspoons rather. And then we're going to go ahead and add in some flavor with some salt. And then we're going to go ahead and finish the batter using the food processor. Okay, this is the consistency you're looking for after you've added the cream cheese, your salt and pepper to taste. You'll always want to taste the batter to make sure it has a good flavor, because after we add the flour in, it's going to lose that. So you almost want to over season the batter at this point. And this is the consistency that you're looking for, and this is going to make it nice and rich and creamy and delicious. Okay, at this point my batter is ready to go. It is about the consistency of a cake batter, and now I've added my egg as the binder. I like to add it after I've tasted it because, you know, of course, salmonella. So at this point we're not going to taste it. We're just going to go ahead and add in the 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and you want to do this in batches. So you're going to add probably about 1/4 of a cup in at a time, and go ahead and fold this into your batter. Okay, I've got the dough to the perfect consistency, and what you're looking for is you really do not want to overwork the dough because that will make your gnocchi tough. So what we're looking for, it looks like a loose batter, but whenever you bring it up, you basically want it to, you know, hold its shape and hold together. And I actually didn't use all of the flour, so you just use your own judgment about a good consistency, but basically this is the consistency that you're looking for. Now my method of making gnocchi is I'm going to go ahead and add it to a plastic bag and then snip off the end, and then I'm just going to drop it into the water. It's so much easier than rolling out the dough because this is a very, very sticky dough, and again, you do not want to overwork it because that will make it very tough. Okay, now I've got my dough into a plastic bag, and you just want to use a heavy-duty storage food, just a storage bag, and we're going to cut the tip off. And we're going to go ahead and add some salt to our water. You want to... Oh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot here in Texas, but this is well worth the work because it's going to come out great. And also, you're going to have a big wow factor because this is basically like making, you know, a cross between pasta and dumplings from scratch. I mean, so who doesn't love that? Okay, I've actually sprayed my kitchen shears with a little bit of cooking spray, and so that way it won't stick. And basically you're just going to want to boil these. It goes really quickly at this point because you just want to boil them until they float to the top, and then we're going to continue heating those through when we work and add it to the sauce. Okay, at this point, this is what you're looking for. It's not the most perfect looking dumplings, but honestly, it's so much easier than rolling it out. And this dough really doesn't lend itself to that anyway. So anyway, this is what you're looking for. And whenever they just start to float to the top, that's when you're going to go ahead and add them into the sauce. Okay, once the gnocchis have risen to the top, you want to go ahead and start your coconut milk and get that heating because at this point, it goes really fast. We're going to go ahead and add in our base, and you can see that that's going to be such a good consistency, and it's just going to whisk in perfectly to this coconut milk. Let me turn this down. You want it about on medium. You want it about medium to medium high, and just look how beautifully this sauce comes together because you've got your creamy cream cheese, and then you've also got all of your wonderful Asian flavors using the Asian sesame craft dressing. Okay, we've let our sauce thicken and it's coming to a nice rich consistency, and then we're just going to go ahead and add our gnocchi straight out of the pot into this sauce and go ahead and let it to continue to cook just a few more minutes at this point, just so we can combine all the flavors. And that starchy water from cooking the gnocchi is going to further help thicken the sauce, but it's already thick, rich, and delicious because we use that Philadelphia cream cheese both in the sauce to make that rich, creamy, and perfect, and also with the gnocchi, and that really helps these gnocchis just to be light and fluffy and creamy and rich, and it's going to turn out gorgeous. Okay, everything's ready, and it looks so delicious. As you can see, the sauce is nice and creamy, and the gnocchi have just a beautiful, fluffy consistency to them, and that's really what you're looking for. You don't want them to be tough and rubbery. You just really want them to be light and airy and creamy with the Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, this has been the Thai gnocchi with Asian sesame dressing. It's the perfect side dish, and it's really going to wow your guests and wow your family as well. You can make this into a main dish very easily by adding shrimp or scallops or beef or pork or chicken. It would be delicious like that.